First things first, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I really want to get this channel to like 1K subs by June. So help your boy out and drop a sub. So there's been no Star Wars news for like a week or two, which is kind of funny given the fact that no shows come out until May. But no news besides Bad Batch really has like came out like anything leaking wise, like stuff that's getting leaked for like the future shows, which is crazy because I feel like this time last year when we were waiting for the Mandalorian, all the characters that were going to be in the show are being leaked. But yeah, not this time. We're not getting as much stuff leaked. Maybe it's because filming hasn't started yet. But I don't know. But today some news dropped. Obviously with Gina Carano being fired, her character Cara Dune is not being used and won't be used in Star Wars. And not only was the character a part of the Mandalorian, the character was also gonna be involved in Rangers of the New Republic, one of the new shows coming to Disney Plus. With that being said, Cara Dune will be replaced in Rangers of the New Republic by Hera Syndulla, a fan favorite from Rebels and also a general the last time we saw her. But on top of, Hera being a general and surviving through the Battle of Endor, Hera also has a child, Jacen Syndulla, that is also Caleb Doom or Kanan Jarrus' son. And, with that, with Jason being the son of Kanan, it means there's a possibility of Jason being force sensitive. So I'm interested to see if he's involved in the show and if he's involved in any way, because I think it could be a interesting plot point or potential storyline, given the fact that force sensitives are such a rarity at least in this timeline of the Mandalorian, right? We're not back in like the Clone Wars era, or even if you want to go like the High Republic era, where there's a bunch of Jedi and force users or Jedi are like I don't know about saving people all the time. Like you can see from Din Djarin, he barely knows anything about them, and it's just a rarity to see them. And in this timeline, the viewers only know of a couple. We were shown Luke. We obviously know Leia's alive, Ahsoka's alive, Ezra's possibly alive. There's also a young Ben Solo, but at this point he would just be an infant. But basically, what I'm trying to say is Jason could add an interesting aspect, given he's about 5 or 6 years old. If you watch Star Wars, that's kind of when younglings or beings. I mean, they show signs of their potential in the Force a little bit earlier than that, like almost as if infants, and when they're like found and they're foundlings, like they do show potential, a little bit earlier than that. But us not being able to see him, for these last 5 or 6 years, we would be able to get to see him like as almost like the youngling age where, Jedi are beginning to teach the younglings about the Force and about the Jedi and everything. And it would also be where, younglings would show their signs of their potential in the Force a little bit more. I know they do it as infants, but it's also, 5 or 6 is also another time. And it would be interesting to see because, if he's involved in any way in the show, or if he's in the show at all, if he's you, I would just like to see how he was used because, being Hera's child, it could just be Jason's mention in the show, and it's Hera's like motivation, and she has to take care of her son, and like that's one of her new responsibilities, as well as possibly being a general in the New Republic. Who knows? Or he could be used sort of like a Grogu, where like maybe not as impactful to the storyline, because obviously Grogu was like a main plot point in The Mandalorian. But I mean like Grogu as like similar to Grogu as like being a young being. Obviously Grogu's 50 plus, but the aging process is slower. He's basically an infant, but with being like a younger being with the ability of the Force, and with the Force being something not seen much in this timeline, it'd be interesting if they involved that a little bit. I mean, given it being Hera Syndulla, I know Dave Filoni already has involvement in the show, I'm pretty sure. But with Hera Syndulla being involved, I think will also have a little bit more involvement, given that's, his personal character and a character that he's developed. I'm really interested though. I'm glad to see Hera in the show. I'm glad to see where her character's gonna, go through, especially at a time where I feel like all the Rebel characters are kind of gonna get a little bit of an ending or a conclusion, or at least we're gonna see where they're at with, us seeing Hera in Rangers of the New Republic, Ezra possibly being in Ahsoka and Sabine possibly being in Ahsoka. Some of the main, key players of Rebels are, getting their stories kind of either drawn or continued on in live action, which is great. But with those characters, there was also Jacen Syndulla during the Rebels season finale, and I'm very interested to see how his story develops, or if it develops at all. They might not use him at all. He might just be like mentioned and not shown. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. I'll be back with more videos soon. Hopefully, two videos this week. Not exactly sure what the next video is gonna be about. I have a topic in mind, but I'm not exactly sure. That's gonna be it for this video. I'm out. Peace.